Morning, Year 9. Today we are going to be looking at our last part of our assessment for health, which involves looking at all the data and all the research that you've done and coming up with some sustainable health practices. So we're going to look at the statistics of what you found in your survey. So you should all have finished your research, done your survey, surveyed people, analysed your results, and now we're going to look at what we do with that information to create some strategies for people in our school community. So the sheet I've got here in front of you, which I will have a little chat about with you, is called Sustainable Health Responses. So the idea of this sheet is to help you gather your information, think about some responses that you could put out to people, think about what could be some barriers, what could be some, positives for that, and then any external factors that you think that might make it hard to achieve that. Because I guess the whole idea of these strategies is that we want them to be sustainable and easy to implement and improve people either with their diet, their exercise, their social interaction, or maybe their screen time amounts. So let's have a look at them. So lack of physical activity. So you might have found in your results that people only exercise once or twice a week. So one of your responses could be to increase, and you can type it straight into here, increase the amount of exercise one does each week. Now that is a great idea. How are we going to get people to do that? So it might be that they start an exercise diary, or they might meet up with a friend maybe 3 times a week for a walk. Because we do know that during our lockdown COVID, it's a bit hard to meet up with people, but we are allowed to go for a walk with someone or to exercise with someone. So let's have a look at the next bit. Potential barriers that could obstruct the response being put into action. Someone might say, don't have any friends. Someone might say, I'm too tired, can't be bothered. Whoop. Help if I could spell properly. So some suggestions for that. What could we do if people don't feel like they've got a friend? Maybe they could walk with a sibling. Maybe they could walk with their dog if they have one, or they could walk the neighbour's dog. They could walk with a parent, or they could go on their own. Can't be bothered. Well, we know that it's really important to exercise, hopefully at least 5 times a week. So maybe they could just start with, I'm just going to go for a 10-minute walk as a start, and then build up. And they might say, all right, I'll do that twice a week. And then we'll gradually increase that with maybe 20 minutes 3 times a week, maybe 30 minutes 4 times a week, and think about those kind of things. Other factors, what might make it hard? It might be raining. It could be that they don't have any nice places to walk. It might be finding the local park for them. So you might find a local park to walk in their area. Okay, so that's just an example of what you'll do. And then you can use this information to come up with your best strategies or your best ideas to implement to the community. So most people, I would imagine, don't eat enough vegetables. And even in my family over the last couple of weeks since we've been doing this, I've been a little bit mindful of this, that some of the members in my family are probably not eating enough vegetables every day. So I've been serving up more vegetables every mealtime. And I notice that when they're there, they tend to eat them. And I've got my 2 youngest children don't really like cooked vegetables. So I always have a plate of raw vegetables cut up. So it might be that we encourage parents to put a plate of raw vegetables on the table, either at dinner time or afternoon tea time. So we might type that in. And it might be that we get them to try some new, maybe try a new vegetable every week, each week. That could be a little good strategy too, because I find that if you put them there for my children, they'll actually have a go usually. So my son doesn't like cooked beans, but he'll eat a whole handful of raw beans. So, and that's why I grow lots of vegetables, because I know that they tend to taste better, they tend to be sweeter, they're crisp because they're fresh out of the garden. That helps trying new vegetables as well. So potential barriers for eating more vegetables. People might just say, I'm not hungry. But we probably know that they end up eating more snacks than they need to. So if they could replace even one snack per day with a carrot, a handful of beans, a bit of capsicum, something like that, that might improve the way they do it. So can you see how we go along here? And we write in all of these different things. Too much screen time, we all know that, especially at the moment, that's what we tend to do. That's probably not a question you asked on your survey so much. So if you didn't, maybe you replace that with how many glasses of water people drink. So we're probably finding that people are bit dehydrated. They're not drinking 8 glasses of water a day. So you may want to have a think about how to increase that. And it might be strategies like have a water bottle next to you. See if you can drink that full water bottle 2 or 3 times a day. And that would probably get you close to your amount. So when it comes to filling this in, fill it in, and then what I want you to do is to have a think about even picking 1 or 2 of these and have a go at making up some sort of fun campaign or strategy. So for the veggies, it might be that you run at school like a color chart, especially maybe for the primary kids. You might want to focus on the secondary kids because I suppose that's what your survey is about. You might want to run a competition about, trying new vegetables. It might be you run a taste testing day. That might be quite fun and interesting, looking at what's in season. Fruit, most people would probably eat 1 or 2 pieces of fruit a day. Our aim is to get to 2 fruit, 5 veg. So we know that veg tends to be the harder one to get the amount of, but it might be that you run a little campaign. You might do up a little PowerPoint or a little video of what you could do. Up to you how you want to do it. You might want to focus on the physical activity and think about running a fun exercise day at school or running something at lunchtime. We know that teenagers tend to be a bit more sedentary in the higher school years. So instead of walking around and just chatting, maybe you could run, like a dance class once a week. Someone could run a, I don't know, what is something else that you guys maybe enjoy? You could, play a game of Tiggy instead, like pretend you're primary kids again. I know my daughter's in year 8 and she said, often they'll still play Tiggy or get out and run around. She said, it's so boring just sitting and talking. So, everyone has different ideas. So come up with some ideas. Come up with an idea that you think our school community might respond to. It might be that you want to run something in the newsletter, every week for a month, talking about new ways to assist people eating more veg. And it might be adding recipes, it might be adding some photos of some ways that you can get and encourage your kids to eat more vegetables. So have a go at these. I don't want you to just submit this sheet. I want you to come up with some strategies, some ideas of how you could actually implement this into our community at school and talk about how you think this could work, maybe some barriers, some ideas of how do you overcome that, and then we can see what great ideas you come up with. I'm sure you've got some interesting thoughts and ideas for coming up with this. But these strategies have to relate to your findings that you found out in your survey. So if you found out everyone's eating the right amount of vegetables, you're not going to focus on that. If you found out that all of your participants were exercising 5 times or more a week, you're not going to need to worry about the exercise part. But there must be something that you think that you could help them improve on in their diet or in the way that they live their life. It might be focusing on minimizing discretionary items. So, cutting down the salty, sweet foods in our diet. Okay, so good luck. Have a bit of fun with it. You can present this either as, like a little video or a PowerPoint part, or you can just type it up, that's fine. You might just say that you want to run a little brochure, or you come up with your ideas. You don't actually have to do it. Like if you say, I'm going to run a video campaign, you don't actually have to make a video campaign, but you need to give me the ideas and what you would actually put into that to help promote your particular issue that you want to focus on. Okay? All the best.